good life, filled with highlights, and now
Do you need to rebuild your credit? There is help to get you back on track. We have the experts in-house to tell us how.
El día de hoy platicaremos de cómo ser físicamente más saludable y sobre todo cómo tus finanzas pueden ser saludables también.
Absolutely. Plus, we have an El Paso journalism icon in the studio. Estela Casas is here to tell us about overcoming challenges and about a new book she just released.
FirstLight tiene una gran noticia para ti y se trata sobre nuestras becas, así que no te lo pierdas, te daremos todos los detalles.
I'm Sidney Alvarez. All that and much more.
Y yo soy Paulette Murguía. ¿Listos para empezar?
That's right. Let's get started.
I want a good life, filled with highlights, and now I'm someone.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Get Lit with FirstLight. We have some amazing guests here with us, don't we, Paulette?
We do. I'm very excited to have you guys here.
Yes, but before we introduce them, we want to talk about credit cards.
What are we talking about?
Well, have you maxed out your cards? Do you use them a lot?
I kind of use them, but it's a new year, so I'm not going to use them anymore.
Well, there's help for those of us who have problems with using our credit cards and always swiping. We have an expert in-house, MDJ. She's going to give us all sorts of tips to help us with our credit journey.
That's amazing. I can't wait to hear all the information.
Absolutely. But right now here joining us here at the table, we have Matt Rushbrook. He is the co-owner of Gem Nutrition. Welcome.
Welcome. Thank you for having us.
Absolutely.
Also joining us is Dominique Cabrera, and she is also the co-owner of Gem Nutrition. And we're very happy to have you here. So you're going to be talking about financial and physical wellness. So thank you so much for being here today.
Right, they go hand in hand, right?
Yes, that's amazing.
So first tell us, what is Gem Nutrition?
The Gem Nutrition is a place where people go get supported with health and nutrition goals. Mm-hmm. We provide a great environment, and we really love just to help the community understand that that nutrition is important. And so if we can show them, help them out, and they'll be able to do it.
And how long have you been in operation?
Well, it's been 11 years, so we've been doing this amazing opportunity to help people. But in our location, it's going to be 2 years next month.
And you guys have 2 storefronts, is that correct?
Correct.
Where are they?
One's on Viscount, right behind the fountain.
East side, that's where I go.
Mm-hmm. East side, yeah. And then the other one's on Pelicano, just as you're approaching George Dieter.
Still on the east side?
Still on the east side.
That's amazing.
So what spurred you guys to start this endeavor?
Wanting to help El Paso get healthy. Honestly, I got introduced to this opportunity in Las Cruces, and it wasn't prevalent here in El Paso, and Dominique and I wanted to bring it here 11 years ago, and it's been a blessing ever since.
So, it's about your teas and your shakes. I've had the opportunity to actually walk into your storefronts, but I think we actually have some examples, right? Or some samples, I should say. Yes.
Yeah, we brought you guys
MDJ is here, our financial expert, and we did not charge these MDJ, so don't yell at us. So these are some teas. Yay. Thank you very much. I'll hand this one to you, Paulette.
Yummy.
And this one. All right, so what are these? Thank you, MDJ. We'll see you in the next block. So what are these?
So these energy drinks, if you will, are our teas with our enhancers. Each one has about 150 milligrams of caffeine, so it gives you the boost you need. But it also has vitamin C, ginseng, ginkgo biloba, things that kind of power your brain and help you with your focus.
And what flavor am I holding? What's this one?
That one is a lemon with cranberry and a lemon lime liftoff. So it's like a margarita.
Yeah, our lemon margarita.
Lemon
and
margarita.
This
And what's that one?
We call it triple red. It's
Triple red.
Yeah, so it's like a raspberry kind of fruit punch flavored drink.
Paulette, which one do you want to taste?
I'm fine with mine.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to taste this one. You taste yours.
Okay, do we say like cheers or something?
Well, I already drank. Salud.
Salud.
Salud. Cheers to you guys. All right. This is really good.
Our goal is to really get people comfortable with who we are. They're going to fall in love with the products. But then after that, they get their tea, they get their shake, they sit down, we get to know them, and we understand what their goals are, and we help them through that. So it's a great process because we're going to encourage them to come back. They're going to love it and just to continue to come, and that's how we build relationships with our people that come inside of our club.
So if you guys at home are watching this and you're wondering, why is Gem Nutrition on here? Why is FirstLight talking to them? It's pretty simple. So you all are members of FirstLight Federal Credit Union. Tell us how you came to be part of the FirstLight family.
So FirstLight has been instrumental in our business, and FirstLight is who gave us our business account when we first started, and then we started building our relationship with them. I actually just went to FirstLight yesterday, saw the construction, excited for what's to come in the future.
Yes.
And Dominique has all her accounts there. Yesterday, I had them pull up my account. I gave them the wrong card, and she's like, this has this, and I was like, oh, that's the one that has the auto loans and the line of credit and the credit card. And she's like, yes, sir. And I'm like, sorry, let me give you this other one. And I have 4 cards for FirstLight. So I was like, let me get the right one this time.
Yeah.
Well, and if they look familiar to you all, that's because they are on our billboards. They're also on some digital ads that we have with FirstLight. And the reason we're doing this is because we advocate for small businesses, and we really love your message. You guys talked to me earlier in the year, and you mentioned that there is an affiliation between physical wellness and financial wellness. Can you guys talk to me about that a little bit?
Yes, so it's big to us for people to understand that nutrition is important, but financially it's important as well. I think the two go hand in hand. A lot of people don't know that going into school and things like that, and so outside of that, our goal is to help people understand.
I think the energy of physical wellness kind of opens your mind to what's possible. And then the same thing with financial wellness. I was talking to a gentleman yesterday, and he was asking about getting a credit card, and he was saying that because he didn't have credit, he basically had to get a secure loan first. And I was telling him, that's where you start, and then you build upon that. The same way physically you start out in the gym and you see where you're at and you build upon that. Financially, it's the exact
Were you talking to
same thing.
MDJ? That's what you're going to be talking about later. I know that you have personal accounts, business accounts. Can you give me some really quick insight how FirstLight has helped you with your business endeavors?
For us, it's really opened the doors to help other people in our organization and people we've helped over the years get their own. And financially, they have been able to build their credit, feel confident in that. And then they've also opened up business accounts. And so for us to be able to go first and show them what's possible and using this bank to be able to do that, it's the confidence. And they've seen us do it first, so they do it. And to be able to provide that for our community is wonderful.
And would you recommend FirstLight?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
That's a no-brainer. Sydney, I just wanted to add to what you said. The products that FirstLight offers gives people that opportunity to start out small business, and then build bigger with the lines of credit that you guys offer and the amounts that you offer, as well as the credit cards that you offer and the amounts that you offer on top of having a business account and a personal account.
So you guys, if people want more information on Gem Nutrition, how do they get it? Where do we go?
Well, you can go to our Instagram page at the Gem Nutrition. We provide all of our information, all of the activities going on. We provide
and what's the handle?
The handle is at the Gem Nutrition.
The Gem Nutrition.
The Gem Nutrition. Yes, yes.
And the physical address is 9100 Viscount.
And then the other one on?
The one on Pelicano is 11601 Pelicano.
Sounds good. You guys, thank you so much.
you.
We sincerely
Thank you.
appreciate you
Muchas gracias.
being here and educating us and for these wonderful drinks. This is mine. I know I
Delicious,
promised the
very
crew that I'd
refreshing.
share, but maybe not. No, I promise to share. Yeah, thanks you guys for being on the show.
Thank you
Thank
guys
you for having us.
Thank you.
It's time for our first break. Do you use credit wisely? Perhaps you need some help. Maybe you need to rebuild your credit. We have the experts in-house to get you on the right track.
También se encuentra con nosotros Cassandra Vázquez. Ella recibió una beca de FirstLight y nos viene a contar todos los detalles de cómo esa beca le ayudó y cómo tú también te pudieras beneficiar de eso, así que no te lo pierdas.
But first, an El Paso journalism icon is in the studio. Estela Casas is here to share her journey of overcoming cancer and how she is sharing her message of hope to others. All that and much more after the break.
Hey, you two. So, you've been saving for your dream home? Or perhaps saving to build a home of your own? Maybe it's time for a change. Now is a great time to apply for a FirstLight mortgage and save up to $3,500 on your closing costs. Apply now, and remember, FirstLight Federal Credit Union. Your better credit union.
Attention, high school seniors. The FirstLight Community Foundation is now accepting scholarship entries. And what's cooler than getting financial support for your college expenses? There's no written essay. We've graduated way past that. To be considered, simply upload your video and tell us a little bit about yourself and what a financial scholarship would mean to you. The FirstLight Community Foundation will be giving out at least $25,000 in scholarships to graduating seniors in El Paso, Fort Bliss, and Las Cruces. Apply today. It's fun, fast, and well, can be done from your smartphone. Application window closes March 23rd.
I want a good life, filled with highlights, and now
Hey everybody, welcome back. Our theme for this section is overcoming challenges, specifically financial challenges or personal challenges. As you can see, we're joined by two very special guests. I'm going to begin by introducing Maria de Jesus Frausto. She's also known as MDJ. She's one of our financial experts, and she's here today to talk about rebuilding your financial stability by specifically looking at your credit. Thank you for joining us.
También se encuentra con nosotros una invitada muy especial. Ella es Estela Casas, periodista, sobreviviente de cáncer y también autora del nuevo libro A Place to Anchor. Ella nos viene a platicar cómo ha sobrellevado obstáculos en su vida y cómo es que está donde se encuentra ahora. Así que nos llena de emoción tenerlas a ambas. Muchas gracias.
Gracias por la invitación.
And after that big intro, she's also a super cool person. So how's that?
Yes.
But Estela, if you can excuse me, we're going to start with
Yes, of
MDJ,
course.
if that's okay. So MDJ, you know, we're coming off the holidays. We're entering, 2023. So let's talk about credit, right? What's the right way to use credit?
So see, a lot of the times, a lot of people think, I got a credit card, I'm gonna charge everything to it. Let me go shopping, let me go get this, let me go get that. But a lot of the times that's not the right way to use it. When it comes to credit, you get things out with credit, for example, a home. Maybe, it's too hard, of course, to save. You'll be saving for a lot of years to be able to purchase a home. So you purchase it, of course, you go get a loan. With credit cards in specifically, try to use them in case of an emergency or in case of you're going to travel somewhere. Or if you're trying to kind of, work on your credit to rebuild your credit, you use it for sometimes daily necessities, but you always end up paying all of it at the end of the month.
So let's do some quick education to all the kids, so to speak. Credit is important because it allows you to buy big ticket items,
Yes.
like a home, a car. So that's why you need to maintain a good credit.
Correct. Yes, because if you have a bad credit, they're not going to want to lend you the money to get other things. If you're not able to pay a $500 card that a credit card that you usually use, do you think they're going to want to lend you the money for a car or for a home? They might. However, the interest rate is going to be over the top.
All right, there's some details with that. Yeah, go ahead, Paula.
MDJ, yo te quiero preguntar, sabemos que hay diferentes tipos de tarjetas. ¿Cuál me conviene sacar? ¿Qué no te conviene? ¿Cómo saber cuando estás en ese proceso y tener cuidado, como dices tú? ¿Qué te conviene al considerar sacar una tarjeta?
Tenemos que saber para qué vamos a usar esa tarjeta. Entonces, muchas veces vamos a la tienda y luego te dicen, agarras 30% de descuento si sacas la tarjeta ahorita. Pero esas tarjetas, la mayoría de las veces, nada más las puedes usar en esa tienda. Entonces, compras frecuentemente en esa tienda que vayas a poder usar esa tarjeta o para qué quieres usar esa tarjeta. Entonces es primordial saber, ok, la tarjeta la voy a usar para caso de emergencia, si me pasa un accidente, si algo le pasa al carro, si necesito medicina. Entonces tiene que ser una tarjeta que puedas usar en diferentes lugares. Ahora también hay diferentes tipos de tarjeta, lo que se llama una Charge Credit Card y una Credit Card regular. Por lo regular, las Charge Credit Cards la usas durante el mes, pero exactamente cuando termina el mes tienes que pagar todo el balance. Y hay otro tipo de tarjetas de que puedes dejar un balance, ¿verdad? Y vas pagando poco a poquito. Entonces, ¿qué es lo que te conviene tener mejor? Va a depender de para qué quieres la tarjeta y si al final del mes puedes pagar todo el balance o no.
So let's talk about these webinars that FirstLight has that people, they're free. They can get on.
Yes.
They can go at their own pace.
Yes.
Talk about that.
So we, are gladly partnered up with Balance. With Balance, we do offer webinars on a monthly basis. They do have courses as well that you can go in there and do it at your own time, at your own pace. And all of
Cualquiera
this is for
persona
free.
lo puede tomar.
Sí, no
aunque
tienes
no
que
seas
ser
miembro.
miembro. No
Ok.
tienes que ser miembro para poder hacerlo. Toda esa información está en nuestra página, que es firstlightfcu.org, bajo Community Events. So hay toda la información de todos los que vamos a tener.
MDJ, thank you so much for your time. I know that we can go into a whole lot of detail when it comes to credit. We are just scratching the surface here, so to speak. You can go to firstlightfcu.org, and of course, we're going to have MDJ back to give us a little bit more insights on credit and everything that is needed with that subject matter. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
So jumping over on this side, thank you for being patient.
Oh, well, thank you for the invitation, and thank you. I learned a lot about my credit card, too. I'm going to see my credit card in a different light now.
First Light.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So, Estela, you have a new book. Tell us about A Place to Anchor.
So, A Place to Anchor. I was an anchor for 37 years, but I've always believed in anchoring in your faith, in your family, in your community, in your job to succeed. And I certainly anchored in my in all of those things when I was diagnosed with bilateral breast cancer. So this is a book about my journey and the people around me who helped me get through it. February 21st will mark my remission date, so I'm counting the days. That's
Absolutely
5 years after they remove the tumor is when the count starts. So that's just a little bit about, I have different sections, and let me read you a little bit. There's 43 chapters, and Team Estela as well. Chapter 7 is, But I Floss Every Day. I choose to have a good day every day. It's hard to wake up in a bad mood and have to put on a smile. I choose to wake up feeling blessed, happy, and ready to face the day with a positive attitude. But the day after my biopsies, choosing the good day seemed unreachable. I couldn't muster enough energy. I hadn't slept well, but I didn't want to sleep. Exercise usually helped me feel good, but I didn't feel like going to the gym. I wasn't hungry or tired or happy or sad. I was feeling anxious and out of sorts. My breasts were throbbing. I was restless, and I just didn't know what to do with myself. I headed to the kitchen to make my cup of coffee, and I added an extra scoop, knowing I would need the extra caffeine to face the day. So, it talks about my journey.
Palabras que te llegan al corazón.
Pues
Definitivamente.
mi meta es compartir esos momentos que no vieron mucha gente en la televisión. Porque en la televisión sí salía con mi peluca, con mis pestañas postizas pero sobre todo con una sonrisa y positividad.
Estela, ¿y por qué escribiste este libro?
We want to show it when we talk about it.
Well,
Go ahead.
well,
Put it
well,
right
you know
here.
what? I'll answer this in English and Spanish.
Yes.
I didn't set out to write a book. Mi idea no fue de escribir un libro. It was just cathartic for me. Comencé a escribir porque pues eso es lo que hacía, ¿verdad? Y entre los noticieros y cuando llegaba a mi casa a las 11 de la noche y no podía dormir, empecé a escribir todo en el proceso de una jornada contra el cáncer, ¿verdad? Pero no fue mi meta escribir un libro. Mi hija me compró un libro y me lo regaló con unos calcetines y pues decía una palabra que no la voy a compartir, ¿verdad? And it starts with an F. But
We could bleep.
No es First Light, ¿verdad?
no es First Light. It's not First Light. And no, it's the other word. It's a 4-letter word.
Dije, a lo mejor unos calcetines de First.
And I started reading that book, and I thought, you know what? If she can do this, I can do it better. And so I opened up my heart, and I opened up my mind, and I started writing, and it turned into 44 chapters, and Team Estela, writings from chapters from the people around me who love me and I love.
Stella, I know I've had the opportunity to talk to you about this, but why? Why'd you put your emotions and why'd you put it to pen, paper? Why'd you do it?
It was a tough decision. So this is not just a book about cancer. It's about facing any kind of challenges.
Hence the segment. We want to help people overcome these challenges.
So something very important that I learned recently is one of my coworkers, members of my team at Viva Auto Group. I'm the creative brand strategist there. I did an audiobook in English, and she was editing it for me. And she's 24 years old. And she said, Estela, I learned a lot of things about you, but I also learned that I'm like you. I have been through things that you went through. This is a 24-year-old. So that told me a lot, that this book is for anybody facing any kind of challenge.
How can people get your book?
Well, you can go online. You can go to Barnes & Noble, Amazon, Mascot Books. You can pre-order. Now, the book, I have some copies available. If you'd like to go to standwithestelacasas.com, contact me there, and I'll get you a book. It sells for $20.99 plus tax. It comes out to about $23. But I'd like to sell them for $30 because all the money from the sale of the book goes to the foundation, the Stand with Estela Casas Cancer Foundation, to give away free mammograms.
Awesome. Incredible work. Yeah, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you so much for your time. We truly appreciate it. It's time for another break. But when we come back, FirstLight has a big announcement about scholarships. Learn how your teens can apply.
También se encuentra con nosotros Cassandra Vázquez. Ella recibió su beca con FirstLight y nos viene a platicar cómo logró sus sueños gracias a esa beca que recibió.
All that and much more. Don't go away.
This is breaking news.
Everybody, welcome back. We have two amazing guests joining us here at the table. First, we have Mayra Garcia Lopez. She is the Grants and Community Impact Manager with FirstLight Community Foundation. She's here to tell us about a big announcement in reference to scholarships. Welcome.
Thank you.
También se encuentra con nosotros Cassandra Vázquez y ella nos viene a platicar toda su experiencia de cómo fue el proceso de recibir una beca con FirstLight Community Foundation, así que estamos muy contentos de tenerlas aquí. Bienvenidas a ambas.
Thank you guys for having me. I'm super excited.
We're excited that you're here to join us. So I'm going to jump over to Mayra really fast. So what's the big announcement with the foundation? Tell us, we're super excited.
So it was really hard to keep it quiet. You know, I've been wanting to say it for a long time, but we're really excited that we're opening up the scholarship application pool for this year.
Yeah, that's great.
So,
Una super noticia.
Yes.
Excelente noticia. Estamos muy contentos. Los estudiantes pueden aplicar para nuestras becas a partir del 23 de enero hasta el 24 de marzo. So the application window is from January 23rd through March 24th. And all you have to do is set aside about 30 minutes, visit our website. We have a landing page that tells you everything that you need. And it's really, really easy, and we're very excited, and we hope that a lot of students who are out there take this opportunity to apply for our scholarship. So we're very excited. We can't wait to give away $25,000 in scholarships this year.
Right? Oh, that's
Y
awesome.
Mayra, te quiero preguntar, esta no es la primera vez que se otorgan becas, ¿correcto?
No, no es la primera vez. Estamos muy orgullosos. Desde que se inició la fundación, estamos apoyando a nuestra comunidad. De hecho, el año pasado otorgamos $25,000 en becas.
Wow.
Y este año lo vamos a igualar.
Scholarships to amazing folks such as Cassandra.
Thank you.
So, Cassandra, tell us about you were a FirstLight scholarship recipient last year.
Yes.
What was that like?
It was amazing. The whole process was very stress-free. And even now, it helps a lot relieve that financial stress, purchasing books, last-minute purchases that come with college. It relieves a lot of that off my shoulders and allows me to focus on my education. And so it's a huge blessing, that scholarship.
Cassandra, yo te quiero preguntar para todos aquellos que nos están viendo y diciendo, bueno, ¿cómo es este proceso para solicitar una beca? ¿Qué nos puedes platicar tú? ¿Cómo fue para ti esta experiencia de solicitar la beca con la Fundación de FirstLight?
So, la aplicación sí estuvo muy sencillo. No me tomó más de 5 minutos.
5 minutos. So 5 minutes can change
5
your life.
minutes. Yes, exactly.
No joke, right?
When I first saw the application for the scholarship, it was kind of too good to be true. I thought it was not sure if it was real or not. I was like, oh my gosh, this is...
Because it's a video essay instead of a handwritten essay.
Yeah, so it was a 1-minute video essay about what I wanted to do in college and why I wanted to do that. For me, I'm majoring in finance, so I want to get financially literate, and that was my goal, and I further explained that.
I know you're aware that FirstLight, we now have a new CEO, a new president and CEO. Her name is Margie Salazar, and she's from El Paso, went to Urban High School, a graduate of UTEP, Latina, of course, and we were speaking earlier, and you told me what?
So I felt very inspired just hearing that news. So having someone in that position encourages me to keep going. When it gets hard, when I have a hard task in school, anything like that, it's just someone made it, so I can too.
So Cassandra, what's your goal? What's the goal here?
So my goal, of course, is to finish my bachelor's in finance. Right now, I want to gather internships, hopefully one at FirstLight.
That's a guarantee. Did I say it? Oh my God. I said that, didn't I?
But overall, I want to become financially literate. And yeah, I want to graduate my bachelor's from UTEP and maybe go into my master's, but get that financial experience.
So the folks at home can't see this, but your mom is to the side. I'm sure she's
with her camera rolling.
Yeah, with her camera rolling. She's very proud, right?
She is.
Proud
she
mom.
is. I'm glad she is.
Well, thank you so much for being here.
Muchísimas
Mayra,
gracias.
if people want to apply, so let's let everybody know. How do you apply? How do you do this?
If you visit the FirstLight FCU website, there's a link there for the Community Foundation, and that takes you straight to the application. So it's super easy. Obviously, please continue to follow us on our social media, Instagram, Facebook, all of those, because our links are going to be up, making it super easy for any high school student out there to apply. And, you know, it's not too good to be true. We're here to support our community.
Yes, and we're all looking forward to bumping into Cassandra in the office hallways. Right? Yeah, absolutely.
That's the dream.
Yeah, thank you again for both of you for
Muchísimas
joining us.
gracias. Gracias.
So that's our show. If you have any questions or comments about our program, you can email us. Our email is getlitwithfirstlight@firstlightfcu.org. Love to hear from you.
Puedes escuchar este podcast a través de Spotify, de Podbean o donde sea tu preferencia. También puedes vernos en YouTube o en las redes sociales. Solo búscanos como Get Lit with FirstLight.
That's right. You can also see us on the CW network here locally in El Paso. So make sure you check out your local listings and find Get Lit. We'll come into your home through your TV. Thanks for watching. I'm Sydney Alvarez.
Yo soy Paula Murguía.
Until next time.
Hasta la próxima.